welcome to Village in Motion. I'm Clint Lambert. I'm the host today of Village in Motion. It's Tuesday, January the 2nd, 2018. And folks, if you think it is not cold outside, just stick your nose out. That's all you need to do, or even a toe, and you will see how cold it is. So please, 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 stay inside, watch the show, and be warm and comfortable. Don't go out there and deal with the elements, okay? This morning we have with us in the studio the coordinator for community resources, and we're going to be talking with Janelle Cesari. And we are so glad to have you this morning, Janelle.
Nice to be here. I think this is the first time I've ever been on the show with you.
Yes, it is. And just, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Great way to kick off the new year.
Exactly. You are with Community Resources, and I'm not sure people really understand what community resources are all about. Would you tell us?
Sure. A lot of people mix us up with social work sometimes. Right. Basically, what we are is in each neighborhood, Community Resources is a 3-person team consisting of Anita Garifo in Hunters Crossing, Dwayne Ward in Town Center, and me, Janelle Cesari, in Village Square. So first of all, we're the point of contact for each neighborhood.
Right.
If a resident has a question about anything ranging from upcoming events to keys for the craft room to what's going on or where do I go for this or that. Obviously, the first stop when you walk in the door is the front desk person.
Right.
So that person usually has a more general knowledge. So people should come to us if they have any questions about room reservations, flyers, information, what's going on. If you need something, you can stop by one of our offices. So that's why we have one of us in each neighborhood to make it very convenient for the residents.
And if one of you are not available in your office, then can we contact another one of you?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
And when one of us is out, we all cover for each other.
Okay.
So you should always be able to reach a community resources coordinator.
Okay. And Anita's downstairs in Hunters Crossing, right?
Yes, yes.
Just before you go into the conference center.
Correct.
And Dwayne is upstairs in Town Center,
yes.
correct?
In Kelly's old office.
In Kelly's old office,
yes.
Next to the computer lab, right?
That's right,
And then you are on the first floor of, what is that, Forest View, right? Actually, it's Town Center. Just
I'm right across from the craft room, right near the convenience store. Usually I
Okay.
tell people near the convenience store and they can find me.
Okay, all right. So that's the easiest way of finding you down in Village Square area,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Very good. You guys have been doing an awful lot with all of us, and this is a time of year we really need some activities and some things to do and to know what to do and those kinds of things. Do you have anything planned for this month?
Well, January traditionally is our take a pause and reorganize ourselves month.
Okay.
The last 2 months, we have been incredibly busy. We've had one activity after another, and quite frankly,
yes.
the 3 of us are pretty exhausted.
I would think so.
So what we do, between the ending of the SAF ceremony and the beginning of January into the mid of January, what we really need to do as a group is we have to reorganize things. We take some assessments of our policies and procedures, and right now Dwayne is spearheading the renewal and the re-editing of the Community Resources Handbook.
Wonderful.
And I'm assisting him on that. And that's a huge project because what it is if people remember the purple book, it used to be like a lilac purple color.
Right.
That one is pretty much obsolete right now. I mean, there's some of the information is still relevant, but there's been a lot of changes since it was published. So we're working on updating that right now.
Okay.
So what we do is we take forms and we send them to all the resident group leaders, and they update those forms with current information, whether or not they're still the leader, whether or not their meeting times are the same, and then we give a brief description of what each group does. And we do that because we recognize that we have over 200 groups here, and we have a lot of new residents, and some of them have no idea what, I'm trying to think of a group that would be hard to, Chickenfoot, Domino's.
Yes, right, yes.
What is Chickenfoot? I never heard of that before I came here. So that kind of thing. So this is kind of a little a booklet that people, both new and current residents, can use if they want to either join a new group or see what groups are here.
Okay. With that, you have done an awful lot of activities over the last year. Right?
Yes.
Do you happen to have a tally of how many you've done, or you just?
Well, we have a spreadsheet. I mean, it's got to be at least 75 or 80.
Wow.
We do a lot of, which I'll talk about in January, we do a lot of the entertainment. that comes here, all the music that comes here. We work with Anita, I should say, specifically works with the Entertainment Roundtable group and selects a lot of the entertainment that comes here, like on the weekends. So I do have a few things coming up in January for that, if you'd like me to go over some of that.
Definitely.
Okay, so first of all, this was very interesting to me because when I was in high school, I played the clarinet.
Oh, okay.
Not very well, but I played it. And this Saturday, the 6th of January at 7 p.m. in the Village Square Theater, Saturday Night Live is doing a tribute to Benny Goodman.
Oh, tremendous.
Who, as you know, was the king of swing.
Yes.
And it's with the clarinetist Bill Wright. And this is a significant moment in history because Mr. Wright will play many of the same songs that were played at Carnegie Hall in 1938.
Wow.
80 years ago. And that's a significant date because it was a historic night because it was the first time black and white musicians performed live together.
I'll be darned.
Which I thought that was fascinating to me.
Yes.
So that's coming up this Saturday.
And many of the individuals here, I'm sure, had the potential maybe of seeing him live during the times that he was playing.
Yes.
And certainly would remember all the music.
Yes, so that'll be very nice.
Yes.
Now this is also very important because everybody knows one of our favorite free concerts here is Dale Jarrett.
Yes.
Everybody loves Dale Jarrett. He will be performing on Monday, January 8th at 1 p.m. in the Accotink Room.
Okay.
And this is free, as I said. I just wanted to note that in 2018, Dale will be the second Monday each month at 1 p.m. in the Accotink Room. So this is a slight change.
Okay, so it's a little change from
I think there's a time change.
Okay.
Yeah. So make sure you check the flyers on the bulletin board, check the scroll, check your activity calendar because there was a change.
Okay.
So just know he's coming this Monday,
which will be the 8th.
the 8th,
Okay.
at 1 o'clock in the Accotink Room.
Okay. And then after that, he will be here when?
The second Monday each month at 1 o'clock.
In the second Monday. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's been set up differently, I guess, from last year.
Okay. And he also has a different venue than also, right? Being in the Accotink Room where he was up in the lobby and then he went to the theater.
Yeah.
And so now he's at the Accotink Room.
Yeah, that's my understanding. I'm conveying that information.
All right.
And then another music show we have coming up in January on the 21st, which is a Sunday. The Concert Associates will present, and this is really nice because I like folk music.
Okay.
It's called Shenandoah Run, and it's folk music with a kick. And this is a 9-piece DC-based ensemble that's going to pay tribute to both vintage and contemporary folk music.
Oh, okay.
It's a very nice thing, you know, kind of reminds me of coffee house music.
Yes.
So that's
this
coming
isn't
up.
necessarily bluegrass. This is just folk music and such.
Yes. So the Benny Goodman and the Shenandoah Run folk music, those two events are season ticket holders or $5 at the door.
Okay.
And Dale Jarrett is free.
Great. Speaking of season ticket holders, if somebody wanted to be a season ticket holder, what would they need to do?
Well, I'm not as well versed on this as Anita is.
Okay.
I would say call Anita, and she'll give you a thorough explanation. I know you can get season tickets, and she and the Entertainment Roundtable people handle that.
Okay.
So just call Anita in Hunter's Crossing, and she will tell you exactly what you need to know.
Okay.
I know that's a very popular choice here to get the
Yes.
season tickets. I think
Right.
you save money with the season tickets.
Okay. The other thing you said, call Anita. Do you happen to know her number off the top of your head?
Yes, her number is 604-4060.
4060. 60446.
4060.
4060. Okay.
Yes.
4060.
Yes.
Okay.
So each one of us, in addition to doing all the major events that Community Resources hosts every month, we also have areas of special expertise.
Okay.
So Anita handles the entertainment with the Entertainment Roundtable group, which is a group of residents. And they actually work together and they select the entertainment for the residents,
okay.
which is a great idea. It's residents choosing entertainment
Right.
for their fellow residents. Then Dwayne, he handles the activity calendar that comes out every month that has the listing of all the events, and he's also doing the Community Resources Handbook. I have a daily job. I handle every single flyer that comes through here.
Wow.
A lot of them I make myself. I proofread every single one, and then I make sure they're up on the bulletin board and disseminated to everyone in the community in a timely fashion.
Okay. So if we have a complaint about a flyer, you're the person to come see, right?
Yes, but I want to give you my phone number. But yeah, I've been doing that. I do it every single day because I get flyers every single day.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine. You know, you mentioned the entertainment group, this group of residents. If somebody wanted to be on that group, if they have some expertise they wanted to share, what would they do?
Again, I would call Anita.
Okay.
There's a resident also, I think her name is Norma Hughes, and I believe Norma is very involved in that. I know she
Okay.
handles a lot of the tickets, so
Okay.
either of those people will be good points of contact.
All right.
And when the new handbook comes out, that will be another thing that's listed in there for contacts for
Okay.
different groups. They would be listed in the entertainment roundtable.
Okay, very good. A couple other things?
Yeah, well, I'm planning February. I'm always way ahead of time. And Valentine's Day is one of my favorites. And last year, if you remember, we did a family feud.
Yes.
But we don't want to do the same thing this year.
Right.
So I'll just say that I'm working on Valentine's Day, and
Okay.
it's something that everyone can enjoy. And it's going to be very festive and lovely.
Wonderful.
And I don't want to divulge too much because
Okay.
I'm still planning it. And I also wanted to remind everyone that this year is Green Spring's 20th anniversary.
That's right.
So we're being a little bit flexible with our planning because we know that Erickson and Green Spring is going to have events coming up
Right.
for the anniversary. So that will keep us all very busy this year.
Do you know when those events will start for the anniversary?
Not yet.
Okay.
It hasn't been sent out yet.
Yeah, we were here for the 10th, and it was really very, very nice.
Yes.
With a booklet and all the
Yes.
activities that took place with it.
Yes. Yeah, so we just celebrated. We had some celebration, if you remember, in November for the 19th. And Chandra spoke, and she did say that we're going to, go
Right.
bigger for the
Yes,
20th.
right.
So that'll be
That's great.
fun.
Okay. We have 2 minutes left. Other comments, other things to share?
Yeah, I just wanted to do a little bit of a reminder to everyone what else we do. So in community resources, we handle room bookings.
Okay.
Now, if you need a room, let's say you're having a private event, it's Clint's 50th birthday.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So if you want a private event and a private party with catering, what you want to do, anything with catering, you want to go through dining services and call Phyllis.
Right.
If it's anything else, any kind of room you need, non-catering, you go to one of us.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And also, we do ask to give at least 48 hours notice. In fairness, because of housekeeping, sometimes we get very short notice room bookings, and then housekeeping needs time to fix the room up.
Okay.
So I told people like 48 hours is good to at least give us that minimal time.
So any room other than a dining services type room?
Yeah. So
Come to
for
you guys.
example, the private dining room, Phyllis books that.
Right.
However, let's say you're going to have your 50th birthday party
Right.
in the Akatink room, and you need catering. You want to go through Phyllis for that.
Right.
You want to go through catering.
Okay.
Okay. And then we also do it, like I said, all the flyers, and we manage all the easels. And everyone who wants an easel in the lobby has to go through us so that we can schedule it.
Okay.
We manage the craft rooms and the keys. So if you know a resident who moves in and has a bunch of crafts and they have nowhere to put them, we will book the craft room drawers and keys, and we manage that system so all the craft people have their items stored.
Okay, very good. Any last words?
Well, just, if anybody has any questions about, what we do, or they need help with something that has anything to do with activities, room bookings, flyers, publicity for events, because in addition to all the daily things that we help with residents, we do the big events for the holidays and things like that. So the other thing is we do not do name badges. That you want to go downstairs to Beth Aleman in home support. She does, if you break your name badge, she does that.
Very good.
Okay.
Janelle, you have shared an awful lot of information with us this morning. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. And just remind everyone, community resources are here for us to do the things that we need to find out about and to set up activities and those type of things. If you need somebody from community resources, contact one of the 3 community resources personnel.